Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much, his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Anderson able to drop him for a loss of 4. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they want to wear a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it. You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
Here's Blunt, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by Mason Foster. And we look now at the Lions offense.
One way I really judge a player's value is when opponents know what your strengths are, yet they still can't take that away. That tells me you're a heck of a player. And for Theo Riddick, everyone knows about his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, yet he's still the primary target for Matthew Stafford on just about any passing situation.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Blunt. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it here with Blunt. Oh, good move. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him a couple on the catch in 2nd and 8. Here's a look at the starters defensively for Washington. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They come in as the 3 seed, and this will very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this one. But While they wanted one of those top 2 spots, they're still in a pretty good position.
They are, and let's face it, any team that gets into the playoffs, as far as I'm concerned, they're in a good position because they're doing what the rest of the league wants. A lot of people are sitting at home watching them, but you made a good point. Everyone is vying for one of the top 2 spots. You get an opening, you get a week off. You have to play that opening week, and then you get a chance to collect yourself and see how everything else falls. But all in all, number 3 spot, they'll take it and run with it.
Yeah, maybe they get a win here and get some momentum.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is Smith. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I said, line, ED!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Smith on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I said, line, ED!
To throw is Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. The first catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got 4. You got 4. Mike 40.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. I got it.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Throwing is Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis from a yard out. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So 1 quarter in the books here the opening weekend of the NFC playoffs. 7-0 is our score. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Monday.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Luke Wilson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And now back out comes the offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I said,
To throw on 2nd down. Smith. And Davis with it left side. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 14 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
Ready?
So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Smith now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Smith. It's brought in by Jackson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. From the red zone now, Smith. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To the air again, Smith. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Smith. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Smith, hard throw, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
I said line,
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. It's Sylvester Williams there to bring him down. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They start on the ground here with Blount. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Smith to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. The Redskins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, on.
From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is the former Seahawk, Golden Tate. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Time to spotlight Golden Tate. And you look at the numbers, not only has he not caught a pass, they haven't targeted him yet, and we're coming up toward halftime.
And you remember our meeting with the coach beforehand? What did he tell us about him? I write his number on my play sheet, and I circle it in bold type because I want to make sure he gets the ball and often.
Here's Reddick. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Screen pass to Blount. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Completes it to Blount. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll run it here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Stafford here. It's complete to Golden Tate. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, it's been as tight as we expected our game to be. All Even at the half. Who will go on to the divisional round? We'll find out as we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You got 4. Let's go. Let's go. 15.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And Davis has it over the middle. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they'll go on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Smith now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
43 is the fight, boy. 43. Check.
Play action. It's Smith. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. first down, it's Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Glover Quinn there on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Complete. Richardson has it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Smith to throw on 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, Stafford. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. operating from the gun. Stafford. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. And just shedding him off there. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Smith now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So out now come the Lions. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10, Stafford again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they'll run it here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Smith throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And no, it's incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 18. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Stafford on first down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air again. Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Tate. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing again is Stafford. And on the left side here, Wilson. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, it's Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Stafford looks to throw again. He hits Riddick underneath. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the game-sealing play from Josh Norman. What a big one that was.
He's a guy that loves being the center of attention. And I think to play that position, you have to have that feeling because oftentimes you will be isolated out there against some of the best the game has to offer. And how about him finishing off this one with a game-clinching interception?
And here come the Redskins now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Smith going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. And now here comes their final timeout. as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.